Okay, so we've got type 3. So as you can see, you've got a standard simultaneous equation right above, which there are 2 videos to show you how to answer those ones. And then we also have what's called type 3. So type 3 is a worded type of equation. Now, how do I know it's a simultaneous equation? Well, if you look, you have 2 different variables, so 2 different things you're trying to find. So DVDs and CDs. Form 2 equations and solve them to find the cost of a DVD and the cost of a CD. So that's 2 different things, like having X and Y in the same sentence, and you have 2 lots of them, so 2 different sentences. They're going to be your 2 equations. That tells you it's a simultaneous equation. Let's have a look at answering this question together. So we're going to focus first of all on the first sentence. So David buys 2 DVDs, so we're going to say 2D. Then we have 2 CDs, so plus 2C. And that's equal to 18. Okay, £18. That is actually my first equation. Second equation, Ellie buys 3 DVDs, so again 3D. Plus she also buys 2 CDs, so that's 2C, and that is equal to £22. So there are my actual 2 equations that would get you your first mark by forming those correctly. Now we're going to think about simultaneous equations, focusing on something that would be the same. Now if you look, you actually have that part there, which is the same, okay? So that bit there, the middle bit, is exactly the same already, okay? So we don't need to change anything. This is actually a type 1 question once we've got our equations. So we're thinking then, are the symbols, the signs in front of them, the same? They are, which tells me I need to be subtracting these 2 equations. So we're going to set it up like a sum. So we've got 18 and we're going to take away 22. So don't be frightened, you are going to get negatives. So 18 take away 22 is going to give me negative 4. 2D take away 3D is going to give me minus 1D or minus D. And obviously our C's, 2C take away 2C, are going to cancel each other out. So at the moment I've got minus 1D is equal to minus 4. Now don't forget, I need the letter D on its own. So D is going to be equal to minus 1 divided by minus 4. So we're thinking how many 1s go into 4, that's nice. Goes in 4 times, and then 2 minuses make a plus. So the first cost, our DVDs are worth £4, okay? Now we're going to think about substituting. So we're going to substitute back into one of those equations that we formed at the beginning. Now the choice is entirely yours. You can go into equation 1 or equation 2, and we're going to be thinking about which one is the best one to substitute it back into. Now it doesn't really matter, I'm probably going to choose equation 1 just because the numbers are a little bit smaller, but it doesn't really matter if you want to choose equation 2. So equation 1 is 2D plus 2C is equal to 18. Now we know every time I see a D or DVD, it's worth £4. So I'm going to substitute my £4 back into this expression. So I've got 2 times by 4 plus my CDs are equal to £18. So 2 times by 4 is going to give me 8. Still got my 2C and my 18 are in exactly the same place. So plus 8 across to the other side is going to give me a negative 8 and minus 8. So 2C is equal to 18 take away 8, which does leave me with 10. Then we're thinking about how many 2's are going to fit nicely into 10. That does go 5 times, okay? So I know my CDs cost £5 and my DVDs cost £4. Now if we wanted to check, obviously you don't get any marks for this check in an exam, but it's worth doing. Pick an equation, so let's pick equation 2 this time. So I've got 3D plus 2C and that's equal to £22. So what that's saying, if I substitute my DVD price and my CD price into this expression, this equation, I should get £22 as my solution. So let's have a look. So I'm doing 3 times by 4, because that was the cost of my DVDs, plus 2 times by 5, that was the cost of my CDs, and it's saying it should give me £22. Let's look. 3 times 4 is going to give me 12, 2 times 5 is going to give me 10, and if I add 12 and 10 together, I do in fact get 22. So it does mean my numbers, my solutions are now correct. And that is a type 3 equation worded, where you're forming your equations first, and then solving it like you would a normal simultaneous equation.